Greetings and salutations from Pandora, the Eclectic, also known as Pandora the Eclectic One. Check me out. Click the links below. And I want to let you all in on a little secret about me. And I will spell it out for you. I am an A-M-R-A. Okay, what does it spell? Say it with me. Come on. The words. Yes, I am an M.R.A. Very good, very good. Now, I'm going to read you something that I decided to take the opportunity to write down. Yeah, I decided I was going to write a journal, basically accounting for all the behaviors I've seen here by pretty much every feminist known to man, from Tumblr to Twitter to blah 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 blah. And just the complete insanity of feminists everywhere. But but this is my first entry into my diary about this. Diary journal of why I have wanted to be an M.R.A. So, okay. Now, what I want you all to do is I want you all to just close your eyes. And I want you to kind of turn that clock back, all the way back to good old 1990s. Okay? You know, before we had YouTube, before we had Tumblr, Twitter, all that nonsense. You know, back when feminists would actually, do something of strings. Okay? And I want you to imagine that you're walking to whatever room you might have had a television in during that time. And imagine you turning it on, turning the television on, and slowly up comes a scene of, father and his son doing all these fun sports and stuff, playing baseball, playing soccer, to playing tennis, and all sorts of sports like that, manly or otherwise. And I want you to imagine the statement that follows the end of this, stating, you taught him all about all the right things to hit. What about the wrong things? Okay, open your eyes and come right back out. Yes. And, well, I hope you enjoyed that little trip through time. And I want you to think about how that whole thing made you feel. Now, some might feel if you're a feminist or I'm gender egalitarian, whatever you want to identify as, you might have felt, well, it might have been necessary back then. I'll be honest, when I was younger, part of me would have felt more like Well, it's all well and good that you're teaching him not to hit a girl. What about situations where a girl hits him? Yeah, that's partially why I became an M.R.A. As much as I was for women's rights, and I still am, I'm for women's rights. I do think we deserve to have all the things that we have fought so hard. Our foremothers of the first and second wave feminist movements. Yeah, we should keep those. Those were rights that I kind of think were pretty reasonable, okay? However, I'm getting kind of sick and tired of third wave. I think I don't even have to ask anyone on that question. I think that's pretty much well received. Very few people enjoy third wave feminism. It has gone out of control, and trust me, I don't even have to. I think all I have to do is just say Tumblr feminist, uh, those I need feminism pictures you see all over Tumblr, or even if you don't see them on Tumblr, you probably see them by just putting it into Google or to Bing, and there you go. And I've seen them. I've seen Warcraft 666 and do a lot of things involving that. I know TJ's had a bit of a run-in with a lot of feminists. Um, Tons of situations involving women who just think not only should women have equal rights, we should become a protected class as from every little thing because we're like stupid, retarded children who don't know what we're doing. Yet, we should have a voice in everything since men never listen to us. Even though, think about how many television shows have a female member. Think about how many women actually are involved with politics. Think about how many jobs are held by women in this country. Starts kind of defeating the whole goddamn concept of fighting for gender equality. Starts becoming more, you know, starts looking more like 1915 rather than 2014, now doesn't it? Anyways, there's other things I'm getting fed up with. Also, the way that they have all these feminists as rulers or judges or whatever have gone in and just screwed up everything involving our legal system. With things like VAWA and, our Violence Against Women Act. Give me a break. Femin. God damn, just everything. And if it started after 1992, fuck it. Now, don't get me wrong, there are good movements out there, and not saying I agree with every single one, but there are good ones, and I just try to show through all the shit. I mean, don't get me wrong, maybe the Riot Girls weren't that bad, at least the ones that were getting girls into punk rock and stuff like that. Yeah, they were okay. They were fine, they were just doing something that apparently men said women couldn't do. Well, you know what? There you go. We can do it. However, situations like we need more female protagonists or stronger ones. Well, I've only seen one one really strong female protagonist, and that would have been Elsa from Frozen. Now, that doesn't mean there aren't others. I'm just saying, when it comes to Disney, and yes, I discount Merida because, well, sorry, Merida. You're okay, but I don't consider it to be strong. I consider it just to be Merida. You know? Kind of a selfish little girl, but that's pretty much all the Disney princesses, kind of. Because that's kind of what they do. It's a fairy tale thing. These are fairy tales from multiple different cultures. And this is how they saw women. And yes, sometimes women were weak. And that's another thing. I'm getting kind of, that is something I get fed up with feminists too. I'm tired of the little nitpicks. And, that this is perpetuating sexism. It's not perpetuating sexism. Okay? If anything, those things I'm glad we're pretty soon putting on the side. Anyways, but there have been other people who are combating it and talking about it, at least trying to develop some dialogue, even if it's not quite getting what it deserves. And I'd be like Honey Badger Radio. I think I wrote down one other. Oh, Women Against Feminism. And pretty much, like I said, TJ Atheist combating all the stupid feminist BS out there, and I applaud them all for doing so. And I've seen others, but that was a big one. So, yeah. And frankly, I have to say, is when I was a kid, I did see positive feminist movements. But yeah, we didn't all have to become Topanga. You get what we mean? I mean, like the first season of Boy Meets World, that's more of what feminists have become. In fact, that's what she is. Anyways, I thank you all for listening to me and my first just talking about becoming an M.R.A. and to why and why I feel this is a hell of a lot better that we start fighting for men's rights. Not that I wanted to become like the next feminist movement because it's already kind of toxic in some respects. However, like I mentioned, Honey Badger Radio, and just pretty much anyone on the internet who's combating people like Anita Sarkeesian and Rebecca Watson, who should just, you're just making feminism look bad, girls. That's all I gotta say. Anyways, this is Pandora the Eclectic, who is pretty goddamn proud to be an M.R.A. And thankful that you are listening to this. And please, if you could, support my channel by donating down below. So, I'll try to do more with this channel, with whatever I can. I want to donate to other things. Also, I hate to be selfish, but I got a lot of issues to clear up before I start doing anything else. Which unfortunately has to do with my other expenses. At least I'm being honest. That's unlike a certain Anita Sarkeesian. Um, Anyways, I know I didn't want to do this for money. I really am not becoming an M.R.A. for money. This is something for just side issues. Is it probably go to pay off some bills I have to pay. Me and my roommate are having really, really iffy times with money. And it'd be most appreciated if you guys could help us. Anyways, this is Pandora the Eclectic telling you Thank you for watching and listening, and please click subscribe and keep it frosty.